Imagine a city where the gap between the wealthy and the poor isn't just a divide, but a chasm, where the rich live in luxury, looking down upon the less fortunate. This city is where the film Joker begins, a city that mirrors the darkest corners of human inequality. Among its inhabitants is Arthur Fleck, a man trying to survive in a world that seems to reject him at every turn. He dreams of becoming a stand-up comedian, drawing inspiration from his idol, a popular comedy show host. Arthur's life, however, is far from humorous. He works as a clown for hire, often enduring humiliation and ridicule. This story unfolds in a way that leaves you questioning the fine line between victim and villain. The film introduces us to Arthur during one of his jobs, where he's holding a signboard on the street to advertise a store. His cheerful clown appearance does little to shield him from the cruelty of the world. A group of mischievous boys steals his signboard, leading to a chase that ends with Arthur being brutally beaten. Adding insult to injury, when he reports the incident to his employer, he's met with skepticism and scolding instead of sympathy. The lack of support breaks Arthur further, as he questions whether he's so insignificant that no one believes or cares about him. Arthur's life takes a darker turn when a co-worker gives him a gun, claiming it will help him in times of trouble. Initially hesitant, Arthur reluctantly accepts it, unaware of how this single decision will set off a chain of events that will forever change his life. One day, while trying to entertain a child on a bus, Arthur is scolded by the child's mother. His uncontrollable laughter, a symptom of a mental disorder, only worsens the situation. He hands her a card explaining his condition, but her disdain cuts deeply. Moments like these highlight the isolation Arthur feels, a man battling inner demons while being ostracized by society. Arthur's interactions with the world become increasingly strained. At his comedy gig in a children's hospital, his gun accidentally falls out of his pocket, shocking everyone and resulting in his termination. Even his explanation that it was just a prop is dismissed. The betrayal by his co-worker, who reveals Arthur took the gun willingly, adds another layer of mistrust and disillusionment. This sequence paints a vivid picture of how Arthur's life spirals as he loses his job, his reputation, and what little self-worth he had left. One fateful night on a train, Arthur encounters 3 wealthy men harassing a woman. His laughter, uncontrollable as ever, draws their attention. Mistaking it for mockery, they attack him brutally. In a moment of desperation and rage, Arthur uses the gun to defend himself, killing all 3 men. This act, though initially horrifying to Arthur, seems to awaken something within him. For the first time, he feels a sense of power and control, even as the world labels him a villain. The news of the murders sparks a citywide uprising, with the lower class donning clown masks in protest against the wealthy. Arthur inadvertently becomes a symbol of rebellion. As Arthur's world crumbles further, he learns unsettling truths about his life. His mother claims that Thomas Wayne, a wealthy and influential businessman, is his father. Seeking answers, Arthur confronts Thomas, only to be humiliated and dismissed. The revelation that his mother fabricated the story devastates him, further fracturing his sense of identity. Returning home, Arthur discovers his mother's medical records, revealing a history of abuse and neglect that contributed to his mental illness. The betrayal from the one person he trusted pushes him past the point of no return. Arthur's transformation into the Joker becomes complete when he's invited to his idol's comedy show. What starts as an opportunity to fulfill his lifelong dream turns into a macabre spectacle. During the live broadcast, Arthur confesses to the train murders and delivers a chilling monologue about society's hypocrisy and neglect of the downtrodden. When his idol dismisses his pain, Arthur shoots him on live television, an act that cements his descent into madness. The broadcast triggers chaos in the city as riots break out, with Arthur's clown persona becoming a symbol of the uprising. In the film's climactic moments, Arthur is freed from police custody by a mob of his supporters. Standing atop a crashed car, he paints a blood-soaked smile on his face, basking in the adoration of the crowd. For the first time, Arthur feels seen, heard, and validated. Yet this newfound acceptance is built on a foundation of violence and despair. The film closes with Arthur in a psychiatric facility, laughing uncontrollably. When asked why, he simply replies, "You wouldn't understand." The story leaves us with a haunting question. Was Arthur a product of a broken society, or was the darkness always within him? This gripping narrative reminds us of the devastating impact of neglect and cruelty. Arthur's journey from an innocent, hopeful man to the infamous Joker is a stark portrayal of how society's indifference can create monsters. It's a story that challenges us to reflect on our own roles in shaping the world around us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 55-second shorts for more detailed reviews and quick breakdowns of your favorite movies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.